Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to cover how we are going to set up a complete machine learning environment using Miniconda, step by step from the scratch. So first thing is that why it is Miniconda. So Miniconda, it's a lightweight version of the Anaconda, giving you only what you need, Python and the Conda package manager. Unlike Anaconda, it doesn't come preloaded with hundreds of packages so that you can install only what you need, keeping your machine clean and fast. So before going to the detail of it, let's try to understand that why we are going to use this Anaconda or Miniconda instead of manual Python plus PIP setup, right? We can also download Python into our local, and also using the PIP we can install the necessary dependencies into our system. But there are certain disadvantages. Like if we are going to manually install the Python and the PIP, then it's very hard to manage multiple projects with different version because global install can conflict. With Conda, we can isolate those environments per project. This is the one of the benefit to using the Anaconda or Miniconda. Also, there are some other advantages: dependency management. Dependency can conflict when those are commons. So with the PIP, that we may face the confliction of the dependencies. But with Conda, it's a solver to ensure all dependencies are compatible, install both Python packages as well as the native libraries. Conda can install packages, but PIP cannot easily handles like SciPy, PyTorch, OpenCV, etc. It's also like there are certain benefits when we are talking about the cross platform and the binary packages. With PIP, many specific packages require compilations, but in case of the Conda, it ships precompiled binary packages. So these are the kind of benefits that we get from the Miniconda or Anaconda. So that's why we have going to ready our environment using the Miniconda. Also, we can use the Anaconda. Anaconda is a complete package. It actually brings lot of libraries. We don't need to install all the things. Anaconda already have, but it's taking more space. It's not lightweight, but Miniconda, it's a very lightweight. Whenever we need some extra dependencies, we can easily install from using the Conda. Okay. So now going to the proceed further. So next steps to download and install the Miniconda into your system. So from this site you can download and then you can install into your system. How you are going to doing that? So once you are going to uh, once you are download, then it will be downloaded into your folder. Then click on the particular exe file. Then if you are using the Windows, obviously, then open the exe file will be downloaded. Then after clicking on here, it will be something like that. Okay, clicking on the next, it will install the, just follow the process, next, whatever the recommendation is just do that. It will install into your system. Why I'm not doing? Because I've already installed in my system, so that's why I'm not reinstalling this again. Okay, but it's not complex, but still you guys are facing any issues, do let me know in my comment section. I will definitely create another tutorial to install this Miniconda into your system. Okay, so let's say I'm assuming you guys are not facing any issues to installing the Miniconda into your system. Once installation is done, so currently I'm closing this one. Okay, because as I have already installed my system. Okay, now we need to once the installation is done, then you click on the Windows menu, so you can see this Anaconda prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt for this Anaconda. Using that, we can install related to the, we can create the environment and also install all the necessary dependencies into the particular environment. So for that, let's say we can move into this particular directory. Then I have created one package, or we can directories, you can say. Go to this directory first. Here we can use the conda to create the environment as well as install the related dependencies. So conda create, then hyphen prefix slash env, this is the environment, then necessary dependencies like panda, then numpy, then matplotlib, then scikit-learn, then Jupyter. Jupyter is the notebook where basically we are going to write the Python program. After that, once we click the enter, so it will basically ready our environment as well as all the necessary dependencies. Okay, so as I have already like installed in my system, if you see here, so I've already ready this environment here. So this is the environment after installing the details. So that's why it's asking like remove the existing environment. This will remove all directories content with this specified prefix directory, include any other conda environment. So I don't want to remove the existing one, right? So that's why I'm putting as a no. But in your case, if you don't install this one, so it will actually take some time to install all the necessary dependencies and ready the environment. Okay, so that's why I'm putting as a no, so that I am going through the existing whatever the dependencies I am having. So with I'm going through this one. Okay, now we need to go to that particular environment, means we need to activate the particular environment. So for that, how we are going to activate this? So conda having a command conda activate for environment, conda activate which environment slash env. So let's say there's a multiple environment, but we need to activate this environment. So conda activate, then environment name. So once, okay, it's saying that, okay, there is a typo. Okay, so conda activate slash env. So it will basically activate the, if you notice currently it's showing the base, this is the path. Now the base is modified to this env. Okay, that means we have activated our environment. Now as we have installed this Jupyter, so we can use this Jupyter to run the program or create our Python programming. Jupyter notebook. So it will open the notebook for us where basically we are going to write the Python related programming. It will take some time, okay, and then it will open here. So now basically it will open the editor where we can run the program. So this is the directory where it is having this environment. These are the data. Then and these are some kind of files, notepad file. From here we can create our new notebook, right? And here we can create the program. Select this kernel. Okay, now here let's say print. If we want to print something just to check that everything is working fine or not, so Python basically the print is the command word. Okay, to run this program either you can click this one or here you can press shift or enter. So it will print the hello world, right? That means whatever the we have ready the environment, it's working fine. Let's say do some math here. A equals to 5, b equals to 10, print a plus b, shift enter. So we are getting the result also. Okay, if you want to save this, click saved here. So it will be saved here. If we want to save as, means if you want to rename the file name, we can save notebook as something like machine learning. Okay, it will save the particular notebook in this name. Okay, now we can check from here also. This is the, okay, so this means this notebook is created now. So this is the just a beginning. Like next basically what I'm going to cover, whatever the like I have installed uh few of dependencies like this pandas, numpy, then matplotlib, and scikit-learn, Jupyter. So here is a numpy is a like is a typo here. Numpy will be numpy. Okay, so it is a typo. So we'll correct this one, and also we'll going through the details of these particular dependencies. Like Pandas basically used to upload the data from the CSV and also do some kind of manual activities. So I will show you the things about the Pandas and all. All the dependencies we'll cover in the upcoming session. So this is about this one, that how we are going to install the Miniconda, how to activate, how to create our environment, how to install the necessary dependencies for machine learning programming. In upcoming session, I will cover the dependencies one by one. It will be a continuation process. Okay, it will be a series of tutorial so that you guys can understand the thing. If you guys have anything, please do let me know. Also try to install and try to run this kind of activities. Means if you guys are facing any issues, please do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for your time. See you in my next videos. Bye bye.